Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai. Hey, Slakia. Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shemon, it's going to be 5 scriptures dealing with reincarnation, all right? If you've been following along, I've been doing 5. Well, this is not per se basic, but it's a 5 fundamental principle of our doctrine. You have to understand reincarnation to really grasp the mysteries. And there's way more than 5. There's a bunch of them. But, I'm going to try to go to some of our most go-to scriptures dealing with reincarnation. So, first things first, you have to understand what reincarnation is. Re means back, incarnate in the flesh. So, pretty much what I'm going to prove with these scriptures is that the spirit never dies, okay? Like Esau says, well, they follow Albert Einstein, okay, who could be a Jake. He says, look, energy is never destroyed, only transferred, okay, which is accurate, right? Because the spirit is nothing but energy and it is never destroyed, okay? It goes to and from this dimension, all right, to the spiritual dimension. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. It says, the thing that hath been is the thing let me read that again. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Now, to break this scripture down, all I want you to do, for you brothers that are coming in and building yourself up, is take out the word thing and replace it with the spirit. Just replace it with the word spirit. I'm going to do that. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The spirit that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new spirit under the sun. That's the breakdown pretty much, all right? That the spirits that we see, all right, are all spirits. They've always been around, all right? They were formed from the very beginning. Not just the spirit of man, but the spirit of everything you see around you, all right? The trees, everything. There's another precept in the book of Sirach, 2nd Ezra 5 and 42, where the angel tells Ezra that the Most High likens his judgment onto a ring, means a cycle, all right? Actually, when you read up in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter on down to this particular verse, all you see is he's telling you that there's a cycle of things, all right? And there's no difference with the spirit. So that's what reincarnation is, all right? Your spirit comes back into your nationality, okay? You're not going to come back reincarnated as a fucking frog or a wolf or a woman. That's madness, okay? You come back as an Israelite, all right? Or you come back as the sons of God. It says, verse 10, if you are an Israelite, it says, is there anything, again, is there any spirit whereof it may be say, see, this is new, it had been already of old time, which was before us. Exactly. So this is how come you have scriptures like Jeremiah 1 and 5, before I formed in the belly I knew thee, okay? Because again, the point is this, there's no new spirit, the spirit cycles, all right? Back in and out of flesh. And you have to understand that, because that's when you go into scriptures like Isaiah 14 and 21, all right, where it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, all right? Why is that? Because there are their forefathers coming back, all right? So this is our first one, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 to 10, all right? That's something we should definitely know, all right? And as you can see, I'm quoting precepts along, but I want to stick to the 5 that just I would say the simplest. You don't have to go anywhere else, kind of, you're just trying to prove a point. Like, look, the spirit is always going to come back. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way till the end be. All right? Talking to Daniel. For thou shalt rest. What does it mean, rest? You're going to die. And stand in thy lot at the end of days. So, scriptures are telling Daniel he's going to die, but he's going to stand in his lot, all right, of being a prophet, of being a major prophet, all right, in the last days, okay? When was the last days? Since Yahushua stepped foot on the earth. So Daniel has come back after this, after his time, he came back and walked the earth, all right, multiple times, all right, and he's been present, all right, in the last days, okay? So that right there proves what? That Daniel's spirit came back in a different body. There's just no remembrance of it, Okay, I should have actually got that scripture too to hit home the point that, you know, there's no remembrance of former things. Pretty much, you don't remember what you did in the past life. Okay, that's a precept right there. I forgot to put that, but brothers could put that in the comments. Baba Kashar. There's no remembrance of former things. All right, our next scripture, all right, to back up what we just read in Daniel 12 and 13 is our third reincarnation scripture. This is 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter, the 32nd verse. Brothers quote this one all the time. It says, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So that right there backs up what we read about in Daniel, all right? That his spirit, the spirit of a prophet, you're going to always be a prophet, all right? That alludes back to what I spoke about in Jeremiah 1 and 5, okay? You're not just a prophet, whatever you are, all right? These NBA players, guess what? They're ancient world gladiators. These presidents, ancient world Caesars. You're going to more or less do the same thing over and over, all right? This is why they say history repeats itself, because it's the same spirits that come back in a different backdrop or a different setting, all right, and just pretty much more or less do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, all right? Now, this is Revelations 1 and 7. Now, why am I bringing this scripture out? Because it doesn't just stop with the prophets. It goes to everyone. Everyone, every spirit is subject to that particular spirit. It's the book of Revelations 1 and 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. And if you brothers are following, you know that this scripture also goes with our 5 chariot scriptures. Okay? So we know what the clouds are talking about. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye, gotta read it like that, shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So how is that going to happen? How is the people back then that pierced Yahushua going to see him when he returns? Because they're going to be present. Whether they see it, the chariot, with their actual eyes, or they might be watching it on television, because it's going to be broadcasted throughout the world. Very similar to when General Zod came to planet Earth, and every fucking phone, everything, you saw that message General Zod was talking. So whether they see the actual chariot with Yahushua come with a chariot that stretches over the whole world, but more or less, even if they, you know, they're gonna see it on the TV, they're gonna be put in remembrance that they was the ones that did it. Now they probably soldiers somewhere, who knows, you know, but the Lord is telling us that they're gonna see him come back. How is that? They're not living 2,000 plus years. No, their spirit has come back in a new body, and they don't remember. But in that day they will. It says, they also which pierced him, and all kindreds, pardon me, of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Tawab. All right. Now, let's go to our last scripture, and I'm going to put an honorable mention because there's so many scriptures dealing with reincarnation. You know, once you understand this, you see that it's very prevalent throughout the scriptures. All right, but I want to stick with some stuff that's just very easy to understand, at least easier to grasp, I'll say, if the Most High opens your eyes to it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 13. All right, so this is our 5th reincarnation scripture. It says, Matthew 16 and 13, when Yahushua came into the coasts of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? So Yahushua asked his disciples, what are they saying I am? Now here's their response. This is 14 now, verse 14, Matthew 16, 14. And they said, some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, which is Elijah, okay, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. See? So they pretty much are saying they understood reincarnation back then. They thought Yahushua was Jeremiah, Elijah. They was talking like, yo, that's Elijah coming back down, that's Jeremiah coming back, when they were referring to Yahushua. So they understood back then that prophets come back, okay? And Esau, who studies these scriptures, understands reincarnations as well, all right? This is how come they make plans 300-400 years in the making, 500 years in the making, all right? Wait for something to play out maybe 1,000 years later. because they understand that you come back. That you come back, man. All right? You come back. All right? There's a reason a lot of these Rothschilds keep the same names and all that, because they know what the hell is going on. See, I mean, the scripture says thou art wiser than Daniel, and Daniel understood that he came back, so they understand they came back, or understand that they come back. See? So we went through Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 to 10. We went through Daniel's 12 and 13, Revelations 1 and 7, 1 Corinthians 14 and 32, Matthews 16, 13 to 16. So those are your 5 scriptures, and I'm going to leave you, brothers, with an honorable mention, because everybody's 5 fundamental basic scriptures is going to be somewhat different. You know, there's just certain scriptures that stick to your mind, you know. But, you know, we know, like, you know, another brother might say the book of Jude was at 1 and 4. I will therefore put you in remembrance. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know 2nd Ezra is the 5th chapter and the 42nd verse. So there's certain scriptures that's going to deal with reincarnation that you're going to remember, but I'm trying to stick with some basics. Well, not, you know, just go to simple sort of, you know, hit home the point of just the spirit coming back. That's really, you know, the gist of it. Here's another one. Okay, now this is the book of Job 19 and 25. Again, you already got your 5, but here's an honorable mention if you want to add it to your list. Job 19 and 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth. Now, who's his Redeemer? He's talking about Yahweh Shai. And that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Okay? Now, this is way, way, way back then, right? And though after my skin worms destroy this body, so when you die, your body gets decomposed, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High. So, I mean, look, man, right there is telling you, Job is gonna say, look, my body's gonna decompose, but in my own flesh I will see Yahweh Shah. How is that? Reincarnation. The spirit's gonna come back into a brand new body. The word body means bodeg, which is a house or a dwelling. Okay? It's a dwelling for what? For your spirit. Okay, so hope you brothers get that. That's 5 scriptures dealing with reincarnation. We sticking to the fundamental principles of the things that about doctrine. I'm dealing with 5 scriptures concerning these fundamentals. So hope you brothers were edified. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which were well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to the Dakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Also, brothers, I want to mention, you know, if you have 5 scriptures, other scriptures than the ones I've mentioned that deal with these fundamental topics we're going to, stick with your 5. You know, you just want to be able to have 5 fundamentals, all right? 5 scriptures dealing with the fundamentals of the thing that you're a part of, all right, which is this truth. All right, so I'm giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which do well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in that most truth and sincerity. Shalom.